Hey folks, Quill18 here, and welcome to another episode of Let's Play EU4 as the Oirat, no longer a Horde. With the Cossacks expansion, we are finding ourselves in another war against the Ming. We are hoping to grab some territory for ourselves as well as our vassals. Let them court, let them deal with some of the overextension. That's going to be okay. I'm looking for a fort. How come I'm not getting... Oh, I guess because I control all the forts over here, so there's no more fort icons. Wow. So we can make it all the way over here. We actually might want to blockade that then. The U over here are also at war with the Ming. They started their own thing. And my ships over here do come down here. So that... Oh, actually, it looks like U is already blockading, or sieging that fort. I see little cannon animations. So let's go to this one instead. Yeah, they're doing that. So I don't care about blockading then. We'll go back to the Beijing trade node, and that's going to be okay. Okay, and we are sieging 3 forts simultaneously over here. And we're going to get a 4th going relatively soon. And if Yu drops that, that'll be the last of the Ming forts. Now, the Ming still do have some allies, but not really a whole heck of a lot. You can come down over here. So we'll just be grabbing the non... Oh, that might have been a thing to jump on. Salt Crisis, Battle of Korea Bay. Nah, just go for the forts. It's fine. The army's pretty broken already. They might go and sit in one of the forts and try to retake it, but I doubt that they'll be successful at it. You can come down over here. Like, if they do go to a fort, then we can just go and stomp them there. We'll have plenty of time to respond, and then we'll be able to plan our attack as we like. Alright. You can move to here. 31% war score. Still a lot of land to take, and actually, there's still just a lot of forts that haven't fallen yet. But they're getting there. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if these guys were going over here. We are getting our ticking war score. We could lose it very easily. Alright, you go to there. You go to there. This siege will go relatively quickly, because I suspect, yeah, we get the full +5 cannon bonus over there, and we get +1 siege from our leader. You finish that, so you can go over here. So yeah, they are going over here. They're going to be able to start sieging it. So as these sieges complete, we're going to head over. There we go, like that. We're going to head over here. It's farmland, which isn't bad. We can assemble our army in the mountains, which means they can't really just attack us. Let's break off anyone we can for now. I'm going to keep this army here. I don't need, I guess, my sieging army. Now, this is a little bit risky, because if you get caught, you can take a lot of damage. But my sieging army could be trimmed down a little bit, like that. I mean, I can just have it literally just be all cannons, but then you're really asking for a heck of a lot of trouble. You can go and join in over here. So this siege won't take that long, because they might even have a siege pip. No, they don't. But it's not like that's a particularly strong fortress. And I'd rather not have to re-siege it. So it would be nice if we could kill them before they finish off. There's only farmlands, which is great. Well, great for us, bad for them. I'll turn on attached to unit over here, encourage my allies to get over here. Actually, they might be making their own way over here regardless to try to prevent the siege from being broken. I would love to spend money for admin power. Thank you very much. Okay, and they're going to jump in. Great. Then I will assist. Okay. Smash them very easily. Hey, what? You don't even jump in. You go there. You go here. And you go over there. Ooh, merchant guilds will gain loyalty and a temporary boost to influence, which sounds pretty good. Well, why would I take this? I mean, I guess if I was afraid of the merchant guilds, how are my estates doing? The merchants, which I don't really give land, so they don't get, you know, that much. They only have 20% influence. If they had more influence, these powers would grow more. If we can get our loyalty over 60%, we actually get a development cost discount, which would be pretty nice. Alright, won that battle, very much as expected. We might be able to chase these guys down. They can't hide behind a fort. Excellent. Oh. That's an actual siege. Right, it's the capital, which is why we don't need very much stuff. 63% right now. And another fort just went. Nice. Send you over there. Send you there. Send you there. And they're going to have no enthusiasm. Go down there. You go there. You go there. Stomp you. Split, split. I don't know where the army went. Oh, there they are. Do that. And stack wipe, if you can. What I'm going to do is I'm going to detach one cannon over here and sit it here. Just in case these guys leave, they might reset their siege. We might be able to gain control over it, which would be awfully nice. We actually might not be able to stack wipe these guys. Nope. Which is really disappointing. Okay, we can follow into here, though. You can go there. You can go there. We missed a spot here. Well, we've got some other troops nearby, though. I think we're going to get everything pretty quickly. Oh! A couple more up here. You go there, and you go there. Just gonna assemble some numbers over here, and then maybe we can move out. Oh yeah, there's more. I forgot there's more Ming territory down there. Okay, that fell, but not to us. Now, it's possible, like, the AI, the Yu who are at war with the Ming over there, it's possible they actually won't take all that. You know, they'll take some. Although, with the Ming so broken, they might be... Oh, I think... with the Ming so broken, they might be able to take a lot more. Because obviously the Ming's not really going to be counterattacking them in any way. Oh, that's not who I'm at war with down here. Right, where I'm already moving things. Tell you what, I'll have you guys join down here, and then we can move out again. Just sitting around over here, okay. There you go. See, that's a decent stack. Actually, that's a very decent stack. Siege out some more territory over here. And try to boot these guys out. We could, potentially, eat Mong Yang. Give him a bunch to Dali or something. That is definitely a possibility. Dive yet. Thank you. Oh, even though I have access rights, I can't enter you because of the Terra Incognita. Right. It's kind of annoying and stupid. And there's nothing over here. So all I can do is send more dudes over there. And then make sure that I cancel this. We need to go to war against Diviet so that we can enter their territory. Or if we have them join in one of our wars, I think that would work as well. Alright, cancel that, because that was an extra relationship we don't need. All y'all. Move down to here. Another truce just ended. Which is against these guys. You know, since we're here, what kind of allies do you have? Would they join in? Oh, we don't have a CB. And I can't fabricate a claim. No, we need Dolly to do it. Lost the general. Need these forts, or these sieges to finish a little faster. Okay, let's go up to speed 4 while these moves finish. Moves in Terra Incognita take, like, especially lots of time. There we go. Yeah, just move over there so you don't get its attrition as heavily. Go over there with your cannons. And more cannons. Okay. Walls breach, getting some real progress now. Oh yeah, it was our siege leader guy who's gone. Now we can't actually roll another general. We actually have a lot of tradition too. Not bad. Not bad at all. And again, he's got that siege pip, which makes me really happy. Because you get so much attrition while you're sieging. It's just nice to siege out as fast as possible. Move all these cannons over here. Interesting choice. Another half-price trader, if we want one. I suppose that wouldn't be terrible. I think the guy I hired was slightly cheaper because I think he was older. He's more likely to die sooner, so I might have not wanted to do it that way, but that's alright. Boom. Let's flatten these guys just to, you know, token a little bit more war score. Excellent. We lost our theologian. Oh, our negative unrest guy. Yeah, more yearly prestige is actually going to be nice. It's hard to keep prestige as high up as you want. Even with that guy, we're going to be losing some. You can go into more proper friendly territory so you don't get attrition, and we can turn off the attached to unit mechanic. Oh, Wu Chang, we got a bunch of rebels. Oh my god. Ming, why are you so unstable? Alright, so we're going to have to peace out before these rebels convert all that territory. Ah, it's annoying. To rebel held as opposed to held by me. Alright, so step 1. Okay, I can't vassalize you. I could have if I had co-villagerized them, but that probably would have been not good. So, we may as well take some provinces. Do I want to just take them all? Oh, there we go. I was going to say, I shouldn't be able to do. The peace offer scores too much. There we are. So we take a couple of provinces. Okay, we could take 3. And then give them to Dolly. Because it's only 33% extension. Well, for me, it'll be a little bit more for them. If we need to, we can always hold on to an extra one for a little while. How's the overextension? I forgot. That's something we have to worry about now. Let me take one less over here. And, of course, all your money. And some war operations. Excellent. Send demands. Okay. Now, can I give my vassals provinces while we're at war? It wouldn't surprise me if the answer is no. Yeah, we're at war. Okay, that's good. So now, let's go ahead and talk to the Ming. So we are going to take that, because that's what we named the war for. We have a claim. What is my ally? Right, so Hohat is for my ally, which I could just right now change the occupation, just to simplify things, to Jin. There we are. So if we find Hohat again, there we go. That'll go to them. Although, I think if I just give them provinces, it'll even make them happier. So I definitely want to grab all this. So this will probably cause a coalition, but it's not that many people in there. Do I go crazy? "96% overextended, although some of it will go away." That is a manageable coalition size. I mean, we can give some of this stuff to Dolly. Doesn't Dolly actually has a claim on that province? Yeah, I think we'll have to wait on it, though. Okay, I like it. We could war reparations. Actually, yeah, we have some war score left over. So war reparations and all your money. That brings us to 97%. Okay, let's do it. And we didn't take any territory that had a rebel in it, which is awfully nice and convenient. So let's get everyone to come in here. Well, I just want them to avoid the rebels, but I guess they will do that. Okay. Nope, they won't. Alright, you guys do that. You guys avoid the rebels in a slightly more intelligent manner. Dolly. Oh yeah, so subjects. Dolly. Grant province. Oh, I have to click the name. Alright. Dolly. Grant province. Meng Quang. So decrease their liberty desire. And some more. Grant province. This one here. Excellent. So they can core that, which is one of my goals here. And then, yeah, then we need to go here. And Jin. Now, I already gave you one province in the peace deal, but I'm going to give you these down here. Boating. Oh, there you go. Overextension stats. It wasn't giving me that before. Did you guys... Did this used to be your territory? Did you have cores? Oh my god, you had cores on this stuff. Holy crap. Yeah, that's super convenient. I didn't even realize that. Did I accidentally happen to grab all the provinces that you literally had cores on? Yeah, I mean, these are claims down here. You don't have a core on it. You might have some cores down here. Something's a little, I don't know. But yeah, I accidentally gave them back their cores. Guys, I'm super good at this game. Grant province. Will increase 2. Not by, but 2. So that's fine. And then a wee bit more. Now, I assume that the liberty desire decrease... Yeah, events and province defections. I assume that will decay over time. So it's not going to be a bonus that sticks around. Okay, meanwhile, I have my own place at the core. Lanju. Wow, that is really expensive. 15 development. And no fort. I'm actually kind of surprised about that. Okay, burn through all our admin. What I want to check now also is on the military screen. Am I still getting the full tradition bonus? I am, so I'm definitely not building another fort. I'm currently losing a bit of money, but I think it's mostly because we are... Well, we're not reinforcing, actually. I'm kind of surprised. Being overextended, we make less money. That is part of it. Reinforcements are basically done, more or less, so I think it's probably safe for me to drop the army maintenance. There was one other thing I want to do. I can't remember what it is. No conversions to be done yet. Maybe after we're done coring. Oh, I bet you these guys will start to ask for some land. They only need 10% to be happy, so they've got that. I mean, I could push them to slightly higher happiness. Particularly if I gave the nobility enough to get the 60%. Drop our land maintenance a little bit. I think that might be worthwhile. It's not going to do much of this over here. Oh! Oh, were the numbers not updated? Because now the clergy's not high enough. Okay. Well, let's make sure to give the clergy. It doesn't actually show... It shows their change of loyalty and influence, but not their percentage. There we go. That will make them go away. That's a gold province. There we go. If we do this, now we've got the 60% boost. So the manpower recovery speed is the same, but cheaper maintenance. So there we go. All right. So we are bringing back all of our troops. Some of them have kind of derpy paths over here. Let's go ahead and just encourage you to do that. We'll spread you out a bit, cheapen things up. Got no maintenance going on, which is good. Now, at some point, we have to decide when we're going to eat these vassals. We don't have a CB against Ming, but it might be a good idea. We do have a long truce with them. I'll wait a little bit longer before I fabricate claims. Okay. Yeah, recall the diplomat with Dolly. Because, yeah, I don't know if I want to, like, keep feeding these guys. There's a certain limit. But where is it? I have a feeling that we might want to keep Dolly around, but just finish off Jin. Especially, like, we might want to go and get some more vassals later on, right? So we should aim to maybe keep a maximum of 2 vassals at any given time. Because if I swallow one, and then we can vassalize one of these guys down here, which might continue to make things easier down in this little, like, I don't know what you call this little bit. Like, this is the Indian subcontinent. I don't know, just Southeast Asia? I mean, it's peninsula-ish. There's got to be a name for this area, and I just don't know it. But, it might be easier if we end up vassalizing someone else down here to continue to expand. Or Bengal, they might have claims. Actually, that's the thing to check out, is any of these guys who have, like, claims and cores and adjacent bits. I don't know. So you know what, with Jin, yeah, let's go ahead and that'll be 1,000. It'll take a while, too. It'll go faster if we have more Diplo rep, but we'll also have to make sure that our Diplo per month holds up. That's not bad, actually. We, of course, spent some Diplo power just negotiating the peace deals. It might be a good idea at this point to actually switch the focus over to military. We had it on admin so that we could reform, but now we've done that, and now we are going to fall behind on military tech at some point if we're not careful. We're not that far behind. So 8, yeah. So our military tech is currently the same, but we'd obviously like to stay ahead. And that's a particularly good level. You know what? Let's go ahead and do that. So we're moving the focus away from admin onto here. We're saving admin power, not having to core that much, so that's good. And yet, you know what? I'm going to start going ahead and annex this. February of 1629. Well, we do have poor Diplo rep. So that's part of it. And we could potentially get a Diplo rep guy over here to speed it up. There's one there. I mean, it is very expensive. So obviously we don't want to grow this any more than this. So what are we getting right now? Yeah, because we got the -1 from negative Diplo rep. And we don't have a similar religion. Are we... We're royal married and everything. Yeah, it's going to take a while. So if we can get rid of overextension and also pick up a Diplo rep guy, that will help. And in fact, I will go ahead and do that. I will grab the level 2 Diplo rep guy. He's more expensive, but it's going to be good. So now, at this point, we're putting in 2 per month. And soon we'll put in 3 per month once we're done being overextended. I will... That's tough, because prestige, of course, is something that you can't just instantly get back up. But I don't like losing power. Still, I will do it at this point. We'll keep the prestige up a little higher. It's pretty helpful. Okay. We do have some money, and the money is growing despite the fact that we've got the higher expense guy, so that's nice to see. Are you guys, you're parked there, right? So we can just split you in half. That's going to be fine. We've got some unrest, but it's not that high, actually. So let's go and continue to build the barracks everywhere where we can get a half-decent number of manpower. Because manpower, well, I was going to say make the world go round. It doesn't make it go round. It makes it become mine. So our cap is 46,000. Definitely would like to see it continue to grow. Although we probably have a much, much higher manpower cap than all of our neighbors. It's not, and again, it's not as much about the manpower cap itself. It's the fact that the higher your manpower cap, the more manpower per month you get. Because right now we only get 446 per month, which is not that quick. All right, merge you up. So everyone's good. No one's getting any attrition, which is nice. I will temporarily just go and bump up the army maintenance for a couple months. Whoa! What interesting timing. Okay, well, we're going to war. I was just bumping it up to fill in our numbers a bit, and then I'm going to bring it back down again. Jeonju, who I think war with you was going to be inevitable. Well, that's happening now. And in fact, is Korea one of yours? So, Yaren Conquest. Oh, so you were allied. Yeah, if we can go and ninja Korea and all this. See, we're going to be the secondary person, so it is going to be a little bit harder. We can't negotiate with Korea directly. We can only negotiate with Jeonju. So we're going to have to hurt them specifically. And in fact, what we're going to do is probably want to make a beeline for this fort. It's the only fort they've got. Is it their capital? No. There's their capital. So what we want to do is we want to send some guys to the capital. And then we want to send some guys to the fort. Now, we're obviously going to have to change our path once we potentially run into some enemies over here. But that's the general beeline. And it's going to take us at least a couple of months ticks, I suspect, to get there. So we will be reinforced and re-moraled by the time we arrive. So I'm not too concerned about that. And of course, our vassals are also activated at this point, which is good. We're getting some attrition over there. Woo, his coalition does. Okay. Oh, and let's go ahead and wait a few ticks here because they are buzzing around with an army that we may want to be concerned about. Our king died! So we lost some stability, but now we've got our 366, which is fantastic. Let's go ahead and boost our stability back up to 0. We might want to go up to +1. I like +1 because the cost to go up to, from 0 to +1 is there's no penalty to that. Although raising your stability while you're overextended is really bad, but I was at least going to go up to 0 for sure. You here, wait a tick. Okay, well you can move since you're already locked in there, but I'm going to split you up. We do have to put in a cut here in a moment. Letting these guys spread out a little bit more. There we go. So now we can have more people join up here, then we can make sure we've got a decent composition and then move in. But I want to make sure that I siege the forts as much as possible because they are obviously worth more war score than taking these no fort provinces. And that will be war score that I personally will have against the war leader on the opposite side. Although battle contribution does factor in now, so that's good. So if I fight wars, I'll get credit for it. Don't want to fight with this group. I'm above the 80% cavalry. Not by that much, really, but definitely am. So, we're going to put a cut in here. And next time we'll be fighting some wars. Thanks for watching, folks. See you next time.